hey guys, I need you to do me a favor. Help me fight the algorithm. Go ahead and hit like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for new notifications. Thank you. So, to mix it up, we are going to something a bit more normal once again. So, our next book is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 142. I've been wanting to dive into Ninja Turtles, especially after talking with Blurred Without Fear, because he's a fan of the Ninja Turtles comic books, and I wanted to dive in a bit. Oh god, yeah, no, I would buy Dance Slot before Cyberfrog as well. Don't buy Cyberfrog. I cannot stress that enough. Cyberfrog is... And number one, I'm just talking about issue 1. I don't know about the other issues. But issue 1 is fine, but, like, it's not worth going out of your way to get, especially when you can go to a comic book store and get easily a couple hundred books that are as good or better. It just... I don't hate it. It's a decently done book. But, yeah, you can do better. Speaking of possibly better... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 142. Like I said, Blur Without Fear said he was a fan of Ninja Turtles comic books. I wanted to dive in. And guess what? Donatello is on the cover of this one. And guess who's my favorite Ninja Turtles? Fucking Donatello. And you know, I'm in the minority. I know lots of people don't like that. Don't pick Donatello for their favorite. In fact, guys in chat, tell me who your favorite Ninja Turtle is. I'd like to see some answers. I bet you there's going to be very few, if any, Donatellos. I'm probably going to be by myself, but goddammit, Donatello is goddamn awesome. So I will take a Donatello in the book. Looks like he's superpowers with books or something. Yeah, I'm expecting lots of Mikeys. I like all the Ninja Turtles to a degree, so yeah. Anyways, we open it up, and we get a little behind the scene, the pit past issue, which is excellent. The story so far, there's a mutant murderer on the loose in Mutant Town, and the growing turmoil among the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is making it hard for them to focus on finding the killer. Distracted by his recent rift with Alloplex, and not willing to entertain Leonardo's more methodical approach, Raphael recently enlisted Jenica to help him carry out his own investigation. And when the trail of evidence leads to meat processing warehouse, the Turtles are surprised to find Aloplex's new charges, the Weasel there as well. Before the Turtles can inquire as to why the girls are there, Zinc, Xana, and Mushroom attack. The battle doesn't last long before the real perpetrator reveals himself. Striking from the shadows, Leatherhead forces the heroes and the Weasels to retreat, but not before kidnapping Mushroom. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Story consultant Kevin Heasman. Story by Sophie Campbell. Art by Gavin Smith. Colors by Rhonda Pattinson. Letters by Sean Lee. Editorial assistant Nicholas Nino. Editors Jonathan Manning and Charles Beecham. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give Ninja Turtles a huge boost. Because you know what? I could read through all those names quite easily. Okay, I know that's a me issue. But that is not remotely fair. We got some great... anyways. So I kind of got thrown in here, because, like, even with that background, I'm like, I don't know any of these people. Because I was looking at this, it's like, okay, is this maybe, like, Splinter and April? And no, this is, like, Alloplex and Mushroom and a whole bunch of characters I don't know, but they're discussing... Leonardo's a good pick for favorite turtle as well, by the way. I like them all. I think an argument can be made for Raph, too. I really like when the 1990 movie, because it used to be in the animated series, like, essentially in the old comic books, it was dark and gritty, but, like, all the turtles were kind of interchangeable. And then the animated series gave a lot of their personality. You had Leonardo was the leader, Donatello was the tech guy, and then Raphael and Michelangelo were just kind of like the chill party dudes. And then the movie decided to add another wrinkle, the 1990 live-action movie, and say Raphael's the rebel. And then that's kind of how the characters have been set since then. And I like those characterizations. I think they work well. And I think for the most part, what I've seen, they execute them fairly well. Even when Raphael sometimes drives me nuts with his rebellious attitude, like I also will sometimes kind of get it, and like he means well. And I think that's an important thing, to write them that they mean well. But anyways, these two are discussing, figuring out what happened, and I am, yeah, that's right. The Leatherhead kidnapped some of them. They're like, "What's up? Oh my god!" Figuring out. And then Raphael is still there. He's jumping in. They aren't happy to see him, and there's a little back and forth going on. But eventually they get civil enough. And then they talk a bit, they exchange some information. And then you got Leonardo knocking on Donnie's door to ask him to come on out. And you got Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and April outside the door. And Donatello's like, "What's up?" And they're like, "You need to help us out, man. You're just hiding out in your office, in your lab." And he's like, "I'm doing research. You need to, give me space." And he seems really caught up in his research. Like, no, I cannot help you guys right now. I gotta do my own thing. And they're like, "Donatello, you gotta help us. This is a bit much." And he's like, "No, back the fuck off." And it gets pretty aggressive. And it's like, it seems like it's a bit much. But we'll kind of get into why it's a bit much later. But yeah, there's back and forth. It doesn't, like... And then April's essentially like, "You guys are ridiculous. This is dumb." And then Michelangelo's like, "Man, you guys kind of really trashed this place. This is a bit much." Because yeah, like there's this huge like throw up going on. Yeah, kind of. And like if you notice, Michelangelo's just like in the background of April during the whole time. Michelangelo's got a cool little story here, so that's why I'm kind of focusing in on that. But anyways, the Michelangelo talks with them a little bit, and they're going back and forth, and obviously, like, they kind of wrecked Donnie's place. Maybe Donnie should be helping them, maybe. But also, like, maybe they shouldn't be fucking wrecking his place. But anyways, we got these guys, purple eye guys, pink eye guys, on the search for their kidnapped friends. And then Leonardo and Donatello are kind of making up. They're kind of picking up stuff. And we found Donatello's bow staff. And then here's a part I really like. It's the conversation between Michelangelo and April. "I'm so sorry about all that, April. You don't have anything to be sorry about. You didn't do anything." He's like, "I kind of did, though. It's what I did do. You know what I mean? I let you down by letting Mushroom down, and I'm letting everyone down. It's like the city has changed." And one thing I want to note is, like, this is obviously part of the comic book, because, like, Michelangelo's just walking around in the city, and there's this, like, white short dude hanging out with him. Oh, yeah, and there's, like, a mutant dude right here, too. So, like, they're used to seeing mutants on the street now? Okay. But anyways, there's a back and forth with April, and it's like Michelangelo's trying to figure out how he can help everybody. But anyways, now we got Leatherhead and then this scientist. They have the kidnapped people, and they're doing this experiment. He's putting this red shit on his hand, which looks very fancy, looks very nice. Good guy stuff. Oh, and then there's one of the hostages, and they're obviously doing evil experiments, because evil. But anyways, they're looking for the hostages, and then they get attacked by this dude, who I'm brain farting on the name of. But yeah, the fight ensues, and they fight, and they fight, and they fight, and they fight. And then Leatherhead kind of jumps in and fights this dude as well. It's kind of all over the place. Oh yeah, so this is like that's right, this is like an experiment that these guys have been working on. And yeah, and he goes nuts. Then Michelangelo apparently does a live stream. I know. What a fucking loser. Only losers do live streams. Jesus fucking Christ. No. Nobody worth a damn would ever do a fucking live stream. The fuck is wrong with these people? Anyways, he's doing a live stream, and then that's when he decides to use his live stream to that's how he decides to help out. He decides, okay, I'm gonna do my live stream, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say the shit we're going through, and see if we can just get the people on our side. See if we can tell our story, get the people on our side to help us find our friends. And that's what he does. And it's kind of fucking cool. I kind of dig it. I kind of fucking dig it. But anyways, we got they're still looking for their friends. We got Leonardo over here. We got Donatello, who seems to be getting mutant, reading books power. And it's crossing over between the investigation, and then we got Michelangelo, and then Donatello's gaining powers, and then some more investigation. And then Donatello pops up, and then he's like, okay guys, I'm ready to help out, and I got some friends, and the friend is we got a couple mutants and Venus, and I've never seen an actual show with Venus. But Venus was the female turtle in that one live-action TV series they tried that was massively unpopular. But it seems like they're trying to get... it feels like they're trying to get... reintroduce her. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised they brought her in at all. But I imagine she's already been in the series. So, yeah. And then they're doing experiments, and it looks like they're kind of turned... one of the hostages evil. Not good. And yeah, that's it. To be continued. And then, yeah, Ninja Turtles. And then we get the next month cover. It's a Mikey cover. So, you Mikey fans, there you go. And then it goes over a lot of the other books that are coming out. Last Ronin covers. I've never read Last Ronin. I should read it, because it always seemed like a cool concept. Then Ninja Turtles, Stranger Things crossover. So, okay, so overall, this book didn't blow my mind, but I thought it was solid. It was entertaining. It was fun. This is probably another 4-star one. Entertaining. It worked for me. It didn't blow my mind, but it worked for me. I don't have anything really fancy or exciting to say about it, other than... for diving into the middle of the story, I thought I got a decent grasp of a lot of the at least the turtles kind of getting reintroduced to their characters in this comic book, and that's important. Especially Michelangelo, and I will say, for a cover of Donny, it doesn't have a whole lot of Donny in it, but I love the little bit they give to Michelangelo doing this, where he's like, I don't know what to do, I want to help out, and then he's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on my live stream and help him out on my live stream. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. And you're not wrong, Unky Claw. Reading books, stealing concepts from the movie Meteor Man. Yeah, you're not wrong. That was something from that movie.
Runway modeling.
Come on, move this. Shake that body. Shake that body.
But yeah, that's a solid 4-star book. Just solid. So it's really about the same as Cyberfrog. Except it's not written by somebody who's a bigot. So I would give that one the edge.
Oh, a fellow chucker, eh?
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.